Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Asgardians and mutants alike. Welcome to another Liam Maiden gameplay video. Back with more Marvel Strike Force. Just a quick video today to check in on some recent game updates, but also to celebrate because, as you'll see from the title, I did, in fact, manage to unlock Rogue. Super excited about that. Here she is in all her glory, 3-star glory, so not that amazing, but I will take it. I also want to know, of course, how you did. Let me know down below. I know there are a couple of people who are commenting, thinking they also weren't going to manage to unlock Rogue, so let me know how that all turned out for you now that they have finally given out the rewards from that Scourge event. So I was initially having difficulty with that 5th node with Young Avengers, but I did actually manage to power up my Young Avengers sufficiently, ended up putting 2 T4s on them, one on Squirrel Girl's passive and then one on Ms. Marvel's passive. I got them all up at level 70 and gear tier 13, and that, so not that high, but that was enough to finally complete node 5 on difficulty level 5, which is where that requirement kicked in, and it's where these team requirements are going to keep kicking in, I think, on future Scourges too. So the special teams that you need will be difficulty 5, where you really earn the decent rewards, but that's also where you need the special teams. So in the end, despite all my griping, I was able to beat this node with this squad here, and ultimately in the end I ended up getting 426,000 in the total victory points, just a little over there, which was just more than I needed. I needed 425,000 to make sure that I got to the milestone, which would give me, it was milestone 14, which would guarantee that I got 60 shards for Rogue through this event. So then when I had the 60 shards, I knew that even if I ended up placing in that bottom ranking and I only got 40 shards of her at the end, I would still manage the unlock. Now, as it turned out, I actually placed in the 40 to 30%, which was way higher than I thought I would. So evidently, a lot of people struggled with this Scourge if I was able to get there with 426,000 points, but I'm not complaining. It gave me 70 shards in the end, so I was well clear of unlocking Rogue, ended up easily getting her to 3 stars, got the 2 red stars as well, and then have 30 shards left over, so at some point I'm sure I'll be able to add to that and power her up. So there you go. I'm very happy. Just wanted to share that with you guys, and again, thank everyone who gave me hints and tips and advice, especially on exactly how to power up Young Avengers and the kind of Scourges to switch on in the event to get maximum number of points with minimum added difficulty. I really appreciate it, and it really played out for me. Really happy with Rogue. Let me know down below how yours went, whether you got Rogue, and if you did, what kind of star levels you're at. The other thing I wanted to touch on just quickly, and this is going to be a quick video, I'm going to be done in a minute, I just wanted to address it quickly, is the latest blog post about the new game mode that they are going to be adding to Marvel Strike Force. Now, this blog post has been up for a couple of days. Hopefully everyone has had a chance to look at it. Sagas and Awakening abilities. So basically, this describes that they are going to be adding this new Apocalypse Saga game mode to the game. It's how you're going to basically power up your horsemen. After you've unlocked the horsemen, you're going to use this game mode to power them up, and you're going to earn special rewards which allow you to increase the abilities of these characters. There's also going to be blue ISO, level 5 blue ISO rewards that you can get there, and these cool new costumes as well. I do actually think that looks like a pretty cool costume there for Morgan Le Fay. But the main thing is there's a brand new game mode, and the only way to access it is with these teams here, right? The horsemen and their teams. You need to get them up to pretty high gear levels here, 15, 16, 17 high level gear that you're going to need on all of these characters. Okay, so you need all 5 of these characters for the 4 horsemen. So it's going to be 20 characters in total that you're going to have to power up. They actually say that they're going to be several additional characters as well. So 20 characters just going to kind of be your base. There may be other characters that they just throw in there that you need as well. Now, it looks like some of this content you are going to be able to access at gear 13, which, yeah, should be relatively accessible, I think, to most people, especially if you were able to unlock these horsemen to begin with. But in order to get the higher rewards, you're going to have to take these characters up to gear 17, which is I think, kind of crazy. Now, I don't know how you feel about this, and obviously it's just the announcement, and they do mention that everything here is subject to change. But so two things, really. First of all, these requirements seem really steep in terms of the gear and the characters, right? It's a lot of characters they're asking you to power up in order to access this new game element. It's the only way you're going to be able to access these special features, these added abilities for the Horseman characters, which presumably is going to take them up to the next level, right? So it's going to very quickly, people are going to get paced out. If you've got Morgan Le Fay and you don't have her full Pestilence abilities activated, she's not going to be anywhere near as powerful as the Morgan Le Fays of people who do have those extra abilities on her there. So I think we're going to see a kind of shift in the economy in that way, but I'm really wondering what this is going to do to the game dynamic in general, right? If people are having to really focus on just those teams, the Horseman teams, I wonder how that's going to play out in other areas of the game, particularly, War, Arena, and Cosmic Crucible, of course, the latest game, the new game mode that they added. Obviously, the Horsemen and their teams are going to be very useful in Cosmic Crucible, but I don't think people are going to be able to keep up, right? Already this is a resource, it's a hero collector game, but it's also a resource management game. So I'm just really, I'm not super pessimistic about it. I mean, in some ways I'm kind of excited they're adding a new game mode. I think it's going to be kind of cool. Hopefully I'll be able to take part. I actually still don't have Agatha unlocked, so I don't have the full Pestilence team yet for Morgan Le Fay, the first Horseman. Obviously we don't know who the other two, the final two Horsemen, are going to be, but I'm still optimistic that I will be able to take part in this event, even if in this new game mode, even if it's only at the low gear level. And of course, eventually, I guess I'll be able to get these characters up to gear 17 when that's fully integrated into the game. But yeah, this just seems pretty steep to me. It seems like there are lots of areas in the game they're asking us to invest in now pretty heavily in order to access this top tier content. And I'm kind of curious, not necessarily pessimistic, but not necessarily super optimistic either in terms of what this is going to do to the game economy and how people are going to keep up. So yeah, that's my second kind of question to you guys. So first of all, give me an update on your Rogue. Let me know how you did with the Famine Scourge event, whether you unlocked Rogue, what you think of her so far, and what kind of star level you're at. Secondly, what do you think of this new Apocalypse Saga game mechanic that they're bringing in, and of the requirements? I don't know. I mean, we're going to see, how it plays out, obviously, but I'm just kind of on the fence about it right now. Love to get your guys' opinions. Well, there you go. That's it. Just a little game update today. I'll be posting new gameplay videos soon, so do stick around. Make sure you catch those. If you have enjoyed this video, found it informative or entertaining in any way, please consider giving it a like, a thumbs up down below. I really do appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And while you're here, why not consider subscribing? I drop new gameplay videos for Marvel Strike Force and Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes every single week, and I would love to have you along for the ride. Well, that is all from me today. I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, look after each other.